to the wall. The sweat drop down my. Go live here. Yeah, buddy. And we're live. I think. Maybe. Possibly. There we are. All right. Farming Simulator. What's up, Tony? How you doing tonight, sir? Farming Simulator. Why is it back? It's back to Astragon Landriscraft Simulator 25 Day 1 Edition XBX. What? Why can't they just leave it Farming Simulator 25? Am I crazy? I think if it's not broke, don't fix it. Save. All right. That should be good to go. We are in the Discord. It's YouTube. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be surprised, but if you guys could kindly not block the intersection, that'd be great. That'd be really good. Thank you. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Just got no turning whatsoever. Definitely might help if I got... This road is not straight. Bro, what the heck, dude? I guess if I can just get to your driveway and fill up with some salt. There's some thick snow. Thick! Okay, I don't... Road salt. I doubt this is going to do anything. But I'll use it. I might need to get the bigger truck out. Just might. Let's see. Does the Pete have any better luck here? Didn't mean to do that. That's a interesting song for a dump truck. She thinks my tractor sexy. He really turned her on. Oh, beacon's on for safety. plow this stuff straight on. There we go. Wait, does this thing have a salt spreader? I thought it did. Does it not?
It snowed?
Can you hear me now? 1 2 1 2. Chat, I don't know if you heard what I said or not, because apparently my mic stopped working and I did not see it. That's awesome, and happy birthday whenever your birthday was. Belated birthday. I'm getting that issue again where I get like static in my headset, and then like anything plugged in the USB kind of stops working for a second. And when that happens, my mic just doesn't start working again. So we're in for a fun night.
Can you at least hear me? Now I do.
Okay, so apparently my mic stopped working. I get an issue like where it happens after certain updates, and my computer had restarted when I came back downstairs, so I'm guessing there was some sort of update where like I start getting static in my headset, and then anything that's plugged into USB like stops working for a second and comes like right back on.
Yeah, that stuff seems to happen like, quite a bit these days, like a lot more often than it used to. And I just kind of like, unless it's like something super important, like being able to hear or like speak for gaming, I just like leave it alone now. Because it happens so often, and there's so many different things that go wrong. It's like I can't keep track of it all. It really is. Like the spare time that I've had these days, like try to get into FIFA, and it like wants me to. It was fine for a while, and all of a sudden this like thing pops up, and it's like, well, link your Steam account. Like, okay, so I go through that process, and then it's like, well, use your backup email now too to access this. Okay, go through that, and it's just like, this actually isn't going to work. Okay, so then I launch it through a different way, and then that freezes up the computer a few times, and then eventually works.
Seems a bit invasive. It's like, hey, log in through Steam. By the way, use your backup email. It's like, we just want as much information on you as possible before you start playing our game.
And it's just like a glitch because it's like the Xbox app doesn't really have their shit figured out for PC. Because it's like, it's crossplay, but it's not really crossplay if you have a game on Steam. So if you buy a game like FIFA through Steam, you need to be able to like connect it with the EA app in order to play. But that connection just gets lost sometimes. It's so annoying. The other night I was like, spent 20 minutes, like 20 minutes trying to figure it out. And I was like, nah, screw this. I'm done.
That was me with Madden 26. I saw it was discounted. I had a Steam balance. So I was like, for $20, I've been wanting to play Madden. I'll get Madden. I bought it, and I went into the Superstar mode, create my character, and sat there at loading screen for 20 minutes. And I was like, yeah, okay, this tells me everything I need to know. Uninstalled it, asked for a refund.
Yep. Oh my god, my frame rate is so bad.
Probably because of all the stuff on the ground. And me and Tony are both plowing it, so he's cleaning out his area. I'm cleaning out mine. Plus the server just restarted, so you're loading in your chunk over there.
I mean, I'm in. But yeah, I know it's all gonna render. Maybe I should lower the frame rate limit or like I just arbitrarily set my settings. What do you have your stuff on? I am not even. I think I have my stuff way too high.
My graphic settings? I think I got maxed out.
Yeah, from day one I've had issues with 25. Yeah, I don't know why.
A lot of people have, and they have not addressed it because it's going the way of Madden. Well, Madden was always a console game, but they make it optimized for console and just say F it for everybody else.
Maybe my object draw distance and like foliage draw distance, I have like 150 and 180%.
Can you see that
in, too much
in the server?
Yeah.
Oh. I went into settings and my
Just
game
go to settings and then
up.
go to graphic settings.
There we go. I have my hardware profile set to auto, VSync off, frame rate limit 60.
Wait. Hardware profile. Yeah, start
Auto.
over. Custom. Mine's on custom.
Mine's set to auto. The select the general graphic settings. This can be adjusted further in advanced graphic settings.
Yeah. I have ultra, very high. High.
Ooh.
Why won't it let me go over? Oh.
No, I don't want to save changes. I guess it's a setting. Oh, now it's set to ultra. It doesn't go back to auto.
I know, and
you fucked
anytime my computer's like freezing up now that I'm trying to change it.
Same. Mine was.
Every time I go down one, it's like, stop it. All right, so it's very low.
Oh shit! Now I got the strobes reflecting off the snow. It wasn't like that before, I don't think.
No, it was not. Would you put that on ultra?
Yeah, I just switched to ultra. That's it. That's all I did.
And then VSync off.
Yeah, VSync off.
Frame rate limit
60.
Oh, 60. Okay.
What do you have yours set to?
144.
Oh. I think I set mine to 60 because I record in 60 FPS.
Oh, true. I guess I don't really need like a super high frame limit, right? Like, yeah. All right. Resolution scaling, 100%.
Yep.
Right. I'll just, keep that up there for a minute. I'll just copy it. We don't need to go line by line. 150, 180, 150, 200, 140. Yeah, all right. And then your anti-aliasing.
TAA. I haven't messed with any of these settings, so.
All right, cool. All right, they're the same. All right, good. Thanks. Oh, it's like even worse. Shit, I gotta plow a lot of snow.
Yeah. At least you don't have to clean out inside your garage. I don't know if I boo-booed and deleted something I wasn't supposed to out of that house I'm using. But the entire interior and the insides of the garage are all covered in snow. I had to clean that out. What map is this? This is Alma, Missouri.
Oh shoot! Did you maybe boo boo and delete a plow mod?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Are you missing one?
I think.
Well, you just redid everything. Oh, that's weird. Mine's still on, but it had an update. If you're talking about the COTE one,
This
still
one?
in though, because I'm using it. Mine didn't get removed though.
Are you talking about like the big wing plow?
Yeah, it should be.
No,
in.
yeah, it's in. I don't have it attached to this. I had like the big plows are fine. I think I'm missing a couple of the little plows. Maybe not though. Maybe not.
Yeah, you got it on the GMC back here.
Yeah.
There was a salt sprayer added for this Dodge that I thought about putting in, but I already had
really?
to update the server. So
Yeah. I think you were looking at try to add one to this truck before.
I thought
Like earlier in your stream.
there was one.
There isn't one.
But yeah. Well, the makers.
The only one is the one that's on the back of this truck over here.
Well, the maker of that T800 I'm using that has a dump bed for it said he's working on a plow spreader pack. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't think he's even showed it, but he said he's working on one. Because I asked what salt spreader works with the dump bed, and he said it's going to be coming soon.
Yo, this clears some snow.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, I would do a stream plowing snow. Then we plow your mom. Oh, got him. One up you, JT. We are plowing snow in Missouri. But the guy who did this Peterbilt, he messages me often when he's working on different mods. So I'm pretty sure when that spreader does end up coming out, I can ask him to make this compatible with it.
Be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Because I rather use this. I like the single rear axle style dump truck for plowing. What they use around here. But he's also the guy who's working on the plow pack is also working on a Workstar, international Workstar for that pack. So might switch to it. I do like me a Workstar.
Pretty reliable.
How's that one up in me? Because you make fun of us plowing snow, so I'm going to one up you and say we're plowing snow in Missouri. If you want to jam it, or if you're in Peterbilt, if you want to jam out, hit B on your keyboard.
Yeah, I know. The lights are pretty crazy.
No, it starts playing. She thinks my tractor's sexy. Wait, I think I missed my turn. I did miss my turn.
That's fun.
I stumbled across that after I started the live stream. I was like, well, nope, don't want that.
You gotta turn that off.
Oh man. Do, 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 do. Look at my Ford just bird in the snow. I wish I knew where my freaking driveway was. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. There we go. That's that's a lot of snow. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's cocaine. Oh, Jesus. All right, now we follow up with our itty bitty. Which isn't so itty bitty, but. Cleans up what the peat left behind. So how's Kitty?
Like good days and bad days. It's just a lot. Like she's I had to leave abruptly because she had like, diarrhea.
All over.
But then, no, but not only that, because like she's been having that like, frequently now. But like she got freaked out by it in her litter box and then like stepped in it. But then like also like kicked like litter all over the floor, and then ran around the house with just like diarrhea covered feet. It was pretty awful. It was pretty awful.
He says as he laughs.
I mean, that's the only way you get through it, right? That was, I couldn't believe it. Like, she'd done, like, some stuff like that. Like, she'd, like, you know, with her diarrhea, like, would kick it around. And so we'd have to like clean that up, and like sometimes it would just like smear on the floor, so you gotta like clean that up. But this was just like an epic combo of like all of her moves all at once. So we had to like pin her down and like try to clean her foot up. She was like not having that at all. It was just like in between her toes and everything, like on her tail. On her butt.
Oh yeah, she's spreading shit everywhere, and you guys.
And it
are
was just like smeared. It was like smeared all over the floor. And then it was just like mixed with dried litter in like crumbs everywhere too. Oh, yeah. So, you know, things are good. Things are good. We're actually switching her over to a different kind of food. And I feel awful even saying this, but they're called like novel proteins, and it's kangaroo.
What?
Yeah, that was my first thought too.
Is that really a thing?
Yes. Yep. Apparently it is. I was at the vet last week, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you can try novel proteins." And I thought she was talking about like scientific, and she's like, "Oh, like rabbit as like the source of meat, like rabbit or kangaroo." And I was like, "Wait, what?" It's novel isn't like unique, I think. So my first thought went to like, oh my god, is there a place that raises kangaroos just like they raise like chickens?
Well, now I gotta know,
so,
do
like,
they?
how could you do that? Because it's awful. No, so I expressed that concern to my wife. And because like in Australia, kangaroos are like the same as like raccoons to us.
Yeah.
They're just like in your yard and shit. So they basically like they're treated like rodents there. So it's like they kill them in Australia and then ship them to a place here, like in the U.S., that turns them into food for animals.
Good evening, Ethan. How are you? What? So wait, how's kangaroo meat supposed to help her? That's the next question.
That's witchcraft.
Also, I'm pretty sure it calls spring.
You're not wrong about that.
Okay, yeah, all right. So it's like an exotic meat for animals.
Well, it's like every solution costs like progressively more. And like every food that we've gotten her, and she's like, they're like, oh, well, she may have digestive issues, so you may want to try something like a little bit better. And like, we've already gone up the ladder in terms of like how expensive the food is to get her. Sadly, this is not the top. I fear we may end up there. I don't know what it is.
Okay. I was gonna say, I almost hate to ask, what's the top?
I don't know.
Panda meat?
Baby, yeah. Human flesh.
I require a sacrifice!
Yeah. Could be.
Hear your guess. Better not be in here, right? Why won't this little bit of snow just go away? I hear you, man. Just salt the shit out of those. People suck. 100%. People. Man, life would be so much easier if people didn't exist. Just saying. But hey, there are some good people out there. You can't let the bad ones get you down. I'm making a bigger mess. Every time I get close to being cleaner, I make a bigger mess. I'm gonna keep plowing this freaking road for the entire stream. The state testing. State testing is not that bad. The suckiest part about state testing is the snacks that they bring in. Well, I guess that's by school, but the snacks they brought us always... Well, some of them weren't bad, but the problem is you never know what you're going to get. So, like, when I was in high school, we did state testing. They brought us, like, the 100-calorie packs. And if you were lucky enough to get the Oreo ones, oh, life of luxury there. But if you got one of the other ones, not so great. And then I don't like apple juice at all. I prefer orange juice, and somehow it seems like I always got stuck with apple juice. And you couldn't, like, you know, like phone a friend, like, hey, you want to swap your orange juice with my apple juice? Because of state testing, and you would have gotten in trouble. So that was the suckiest part about state testing for me. I learned early on that screwing up on state testing doesn't really affect you. It more affects the school. I mean, if your test scores are low, they're going to try to say you need, like, more attention in classes and stuff like that. But it looks worse on the school if you fail than it does on you. So, don't even let us read. That sucks. Hi, remember me? Not really. I'm horrible with names. Y'all got snacks? Yeah, we got like a little brown sack with snacks in it every day. Usually what I would do is just put my head down though, because we weren't allowed to do anything but sit there. So usually when I finished, I would just put my head down until we were allowed to leave. Alright, that's pretty much clear. I guess we can start working our way back down here. How's your week been, Phoenix? It's not been bad. I can't really complain. Watched me some Royal Rumble on Saturday. It was like last Saturday. It kind of sucked, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't terribly impressed with it, and AJ Styles retired, so that sucks too. But other than that, it's been a down week. Not much going on. I was a little sick. Like, I lost my voice. I not really lost it, but it was like really raspy and it hurt to talk. My throat. So I couldn't really record much. But I got some stuff rendered and uploaded. Just watched Halloween Havoc 1990. Nice. I seriously, I wish they would like do a like. I know it'd probably be complicated as hell, but do like a playlist of all the like the rise of Stone Cold, like have all like the epic moments of Stone Cold in chronological order that you can go back and watch. That'd be an awesome feature. So you can watch like and do it by wrestler, like you know, you can do The Rock, you can do like I don't know, Diamond Dallas Page from WCW, just stuff like that. I wish that was an addition. I'm into older wrestling more. I am too. I'm an Attitude Era kid. I grew up doing the crotch chop and throwing up double birds. But I do enjoy modern wrestling too. There's a couple of wrestlers that I really like these days, but my favorites are Stone Cold and Kane. So I'm a Cena era kid and like those people. I was never a Cena guy. That's why like I'm more bummed about AJ Styles retiring than I am John Cena retiring. I was never a huge John Cena guy. My nephew was. My nephew was all in on the Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick. And I will say, I've only been to one live wrestling show, and the most impressive moment was when John Cena gave the attitude adjustment to the Big Show, and he lifted the guy. 2, when he slammed him down, like the thud was so strong, like you could feel it in your chest. It's like, good lord, you knew that was you're like, okay, that's impressive, but I never got into it. That's about like when he became a thing. It's when I started getting out of it, and like I missed a majority of his career because I think I stopped watching in 2005, 2006 ish. And even when I was watching, I was more of a Randy Orton guy. Still am. I do enjoy Randy Orton. I do enjoy CM Punk. But, and I was never a Cena guy. Always did the Randy Orton pose. Hey, nothing you can say. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine. Gonna take what's mine while you burn inside my light. The deer is running down the road behind me. This side's doing much better than what the other side did. I don't know why that is. Good luck getting any tractors in the field here. On accident, of course. Wait, what are we talking about? Got a package in the mail today from Springfield, Mass.
Ooh, what'd you get?
An action figure.
Ooh.
I have been. There's a list of guys I gotta add to my display, and when I've searched, his name's Doc Gallows. When I searched for his figure before, it was like $100, and Monty brought him up in Discord. I was like, I wonder if it's gone down at all. Got one for 20. I was like, yeah, pull the trigger. That's cheaper than what brand new figures are. And then it came from a store, and I got it off eBay. It came from a store in Springfield, Mass called Zombie Comics and More or something like that.
No, can't say I've spent any time in Springfield. Not a great part.
Anything I do.
There's like
Suck it, Tony.
Six Flags is like the town over. And then you have the Basketball Hall of Fame.
The Basketball Hall of Fame's in Massachusetts.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
They get me questioning myself. No, I'm like 99% sure. No, it is. It is. It's Springfield. Yeah.
I've never really paid attention to basketball.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
1,000% it is. Okay, don't get me questioning myself. But it's like right on the border of Connecticut. Man. The border towns in like the New England states are like not very good.
Not very good.
No.
Some may be good, some may be shit. I'm ready to get the hell out of here. I can tell you that much. It seems like ever since they renovated it, there's so much more police activity out here. It's not even.
Yeah.
Not even funny.
Like, that's the way that everything is now. Oh shit. Oh no.
I was just sitting there checking notifications on the camera, and our neighbor happens to walk outside, and I see in between when they're walking outside, I see that there's it looks like a female officer come out of the office and walks over in a direction. If you look in the back, there was an unmarked Explorer sitting back there. I was like, well, I wonder what that's all about. When that, I mean, I don't see her walk to the office, so how in the hell? So I start reviewing the clips, and they're just searching the wooded areas right next to the apartments.
Right,
It's just like, well, that's comforting. And then, I mean, the police are out here like every other day at this point. I was just like, all right, this is getting a little bit redonkulous. But when you let the kind of people in that you let in, that's what you get. There you go. That van's just gonna be blocked in. Dodgeball. Oh, dodgeball's great.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely time to get out of there.
Just find a place that is affordable. That's the problem. Jesus Christ, everything's skyrocketing.
Yeah. I know.
Just like our neighbor's back. Call him on camera tonight coming back.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, okay. And of course it's on a weekend, so I can't go and be like, hey, am I still supposed to call the cops when he shows up, or what? Because I was told if he shows up, call the cops. I don't know if that's still the case or not, so... Can't ask until Monday. Probably not then, because they don't have school Monday, which means the office lady probably won't be in the office on Monday. Calling the cops ain't gonna do it. Our cops are, I don't know what happened. They've become the most useless people in town. That's what you get when you get just not even graduating the state police academy, just the Dover Police Academy. That's what happens when you just hire a bunch of people straight out of the academy. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Something stupid. Well, we all have those moments. Some of us more than the others.
I don't know. The whole, like, domestic portion of the criminal justice system just kind of like, needs some work overall.
Hey, I'm fully in favor of doing a list. We have a sexual offender list. We should have a domestic offenders list.
Yeah, but in order to do that, I think it needs to be like, I think they also need to like more clearly categorize things. Because it's a broad subject.
Yeah, it varies so much between like state to state. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of like what encompasses being domestic.
Not even that, like just like the charges themselves, like it, like some of the charges that I've seen.
It's true.
They don't even, like, it's not even listed as it could be domestic violence. It's worded in the point where you're just like, what the hell is that even mean? Like offensive touching.
Right. Yeah. It sounds like a football penalty.
Yeah. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the punch. Second down.
Yeah, and then there's Florida where it's like if they get called to a domestic, like they have to take someone to jail.
Just like, how about we don't let
How does that make sense?
How about we don't let the victims decide whether to press charges or not? Like, how about if they get called and they have the proof, how about we just arrest them and prosecute them? Because you know what, abusers do. They threaten to get their way. So, how about we stop leaving the decision up to the people being abused, where they're just going to be manipulated into not following through with charges? Isn't there a driving restriction? Shouldn't people be like off the road? I was working on a tractor with buddies for FFA and not thinking the buddy had ran it, took off the oil tank and casting, and I spilled out diesel oil all in the clothes and skin. That sucks. Oh, you did something stupid. I thought you said something stupid. On my fault. I misread. What was the map called? It's Alma, Missouri. Turn that on. I had to go to help a bunch of the popular girls and they were freaking out because of how it smelled. I've just been like, you think that smells bad? Tomorrow I won't wear deodorant. Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with smelling diesel. Fume is better than the actual fluid. Diesel fuel doesn't smell bad, but I love the smell of diesel fuel. There was a cologne that just smelled like power. Like, they should do that, because I mean each engine has its own distinct smell. Just a Power Stroke cologne. Sign me up. I'd wear it every day. Just to smell myself. Cummins is a close second. I have a diesel diesel candle too. It actually diesel fuel scented candle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Reminds me of the good old days hanging out in the shop at guy who used to go camping with. He worked on buses. I'm making a mess that I just cleaned up. I'm doing good, Jackson. How are you? I need one. Everyone should have one. Make diesel great again. What's that? Ndag. I can get behind Ndag. That's good to hear, Jackson. My health teacher, being a smartass, made a joke we should light a match around me. I had to explain that Tom history why it's not bad. Got matches and scared all of them. Let's light this candle! Whoosh. Oh my god, I'm making a mess. Like, the Peterbilt plowed the roads, and my International is unplowing them. That was cool because it was like 10 degrees, so it was, you know, at least warm. I had one way to warm it up. Hi, my name's Ethan, and welcome to Jackass. This is the Diesel Suit. Burns! What are the pros and cons of the diesel suit? Well, con is I have 3rd-degree burns all over my body. Good, or pros, I'm warm, and I don't have to shave for a while. I wanna be a plowboy, baby. Tony thought he outsmarted the plowman, but I left a little bit of snow there. I wanna be a plowboy, baby. Push this straight on and hope that it actually goes straight. There we go. Very nice. Go clean the other side. And we'll fix our mess again. Oh man. He just dug it completely out. He was just like, screw it. I'll just lift it all and dump it. Probably in there. Fairly shocked I have not run out of salt yet. Why is this side of the road going so much smoother? It is a complete mess, but somehow it is not leaving crap out in the middle of the road. I don't get it. Wanna be a plowboy. So wait, if an artist gets canceled, do parodies of canceled singer songs get canceled as well? What's your favorite truck mod in FS25? Like pickup truck mod or like semi truck mod? You gotta specify these small details. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be specific. Pickup truck. I think I'm gonna have to go with the OBS from Gear Wrench Modding. I really do like that mod. I mean, there's definitely room for improvement, but it's the one I think I use the most. Gear Wrench Modding's trucks all of them are good, except for the Tundra. The Tundra I wasn't terribly impressed with. It's like only one set of wheels work with it. The other ones just kind of clip into the fenders. So it's the only one that I wouldn't recommend. But the other ones are really good. And you have pretty much any make and model. But I think the OBS Ferd from Gear Wrench is my favorite. Now, close second, and it would be even closer, is if I can't think of their name right now. Roughneck Modding, RMC Roughneck Modding Crew. If they put out a actual RAM version of their Blizzard RAM, the one that's for all platforms, if they put an actual RAM version out, the Bighorn, there you go, that's the name I'm looking for. If they actually put a RAM version out of that, that would probably be, it'd be hard to choose, because that is a nice truck, and it just sucks that it's for all platforms and we don't have a actual RAM version yet. They did it with the Ford. They made a actual Ford version for PC for the Super Duty that they put out. I was hoping they would do an actual RAM, because I like the Rams more than I like the newer Rams more than I like the newer Fords. It's a really good one. For being a lizard truck, it is a really good truck. I like having the bed options. I think more people should do make their truck the custom bed compatible. That way, like, the customability is just absolutely crazy. If you're allowed to put any bed on any truck. Like this. This was a cool truck. For an in-game truck, this was a cool truck. And then BC Bueller took it and made some fine modifications to it. And one of the ones is being able to use the custom bed pack, and that gives you this awesome freaking truck right here. Alright? It doesn't take much to impress me. That's probably a longer answer than what you were looking for. Sorry. I will say another close runner-up. Be third would be the early 2000s Ford. My only gripe with that is you don't have those Ford dually rims, the ones that look like stars. I would have much rather had those than the rims that they chose to go with. I'm talking about, so my number one would be Oh, this one's actually up there too. Okay, this is all right. So if I had to pick, we'd go 1. This is number 1, easily. This is a very close number 2. Very, very close. If the same modder did an F250 with the amount of options that this thing had, extended cab, it'd blow that out of the water. 100%. This is an awesome freaking truck. Third would be... Where's that? I think it's back here. Third would be this thing, which is the RMC Bighorn. Lizard Bighorn. And then fourth would be this one. My only gripe is with it is if you go into cars, I think it's under cars. Is I find it. Sorry. This is the rims they give you to go with it. These are only 2 dually rims you get. And if you know what I don't know if anyone else knows what I'm talking about. The the front rim almost looks like a star shape. It's like the default rims for that body style Ford. I would rather have those over these. So that's why I go with these and just make them black. But I would rather have those default ones. Or those stock ones. Its issue is it's Ford. Yeah, but it's early Ford, so it's good Ford. Okay, it's 90s Ford, so it's good Ford. Technically, the crew cab, the F250, technically that's an international on a Ford frame. That power joke's an international 7.3. You know what you're talking about, yeah. I just love that look. Those are my 2 favorite Ford. Anything made after that by Ford, I just don't like. I really don't. And I get crapped on all the time because like the like what's it, the 2010s everybody just falls in love with. No. Give me early 2000s or a late 90s Ford F250 or 350. I'm okay. Other than that, I don't want anything Ford has. Yummy. Go from 94 to 06. I mean, their 80s pickups weren't bad. But I feel like every brand, once we got past like the mid 2000s, every brand just went to shit. Every brand just like design wise, quality wise, it's like that's what they learned, that they can make more money off of you. They develop shitty shitty vehicles. And then everything was like, it's got the futuristic design. Yeah, screw that. Give me the classic look all day, every day. These things are good Ford. I mean, they are good Ford. They're all the same goddamn design, but different company. I mean, well, they're all practically, like, if you look, half the freaking companies are all owned by the same damn company. Like, Chevy, GMC, what's it? What else does they own? Escalade, Cadillac. What is it else did they own? GM Motors owns all of it. Ford owns Mercury, Lincoln, what else? I don't remember. And Fiat owns Ram, and well, no, it's Stellantis or whatever that owns Fiat and Ram, and they all come off to like the same lines and everything. The same people making the same decisions for all of them. Alright, that's clear. I didn't mean to do that. So sorry. So sorry, cement truck. I want to lift my freaking plow and I end up emptying my freaking bed. Better pull ahead more so traffic doesn't like stop. I'm like, he might be backing out. Now that's clear, we need to clear in front of our driveway. And we need to clear out our... I already did all this. Having a field day in here with it. Oh Lord, he stopped. Oh no, he's moving. Huh. I got away from mid-honk. Cadillac is GM's luxury brand, Lexus is Ford, Chrysler is Dodge, and Ram is main thing. Dodge don't own Ram anymore, Fiat bought, and I think whoever Stellantis is bought Fiat. There's like Hyundai and Kia is owned by the same people, and their luxury brand is Genesis, which used to be Hyundai, but now it's its own brand. that's stupid. You didn't know that? That happened in like, was it the early 2010s? Yeah, Dodge doesn't own Ram anymore. They haven't for a while. Right here. And I was born in the early 2010s. That's crazy. Yeah. So I want to say it was like 2013, between 2013 and 2016. It's been like 10 years now since Dodge actually owned Ram. They sold the brand itself, and Fiat bought it. And it was Fiat owned it for a while, and then I think Stellantis, I think it's how it's pronounced, bought Fiat, so now they own Ram. Math. Wait, that's not math. That's history. Sorry, history/business. Doesn't Chevy own Isuzu? I think they do, because I believe that's because there for a while, Chevy was the only one that had an in-house diesel engine. The Duramax was Duramax was a Isuzu engine, I believe, and they bought Isuzu, and they were the only ones making their own diesel engine, because Dodge was using Cummins, and Ford was using International, and then Ford started developing their own shitty diesel engines. But I'm pretty sure it was the Isuzu that Chevy bought out for the Duramax engine. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's how. I think it's how Joe described it to me. But the most American truck out of all of them is Toyota these days. Most of Toyota trucks are made in the USA compared to the other ones being made in other countries. That makes you think. Have you heard about the new supposed Duramax? No, I haven't. I don't keep up with it like I used to. I used to have a subscription to Diesel Power magazine, and I think Diesel World too. And then I kind of just stopped keeping up with it one day. They use Cummins too for Tundras. Yeah, and they were using them for the Titans too, but then, if I remember correct, I think or was the other way around. They were using them for both the Nissan Titan and the Toyota Tundra, but one of them was modifying the engine without permission, and Cummins pulled their partnership. I can't remember if that was Toyota or if that was Nissan. One of them though. The Nissan Titan is an underrated pickup in my opinion as well. Excuse me. That's how it's explained to me. And one of them, I can't remember which one. One of them lost their contract with Cummins because they were illegally modifying the engine without Cummins approval. Shouldn't illegally say illegally. They were modifying it without Cummins approval. Which is a shame, because I would love to have a Nissan Titan with a freaking Cummins engine. But I think it was Nissan that lost. I'm gonna look that up now. Hold on. Oh, apparently it had a lot of problems. It was a ticking time bomb, according to this. So wait, was it Toyota that? No, Toyota doesn't have one. So it was Toyota Tundra that must have got banned because the Nissan Titan ended it. So Titan makes their own diesel truck now? Oh, no longer in production. Well, that's a bummer. Wait, Toyota's using Duramax? What's your favorite thing about being a YouTuber? I don't know. Probably connecting with people from kind of all over. We've had a wide variety of subscribers over the years. I've talked to people from Australia. I've talked to people from all the European countries, pretty much, with the exception of like Russia. So it's just talking to people from like all over, getting like differing opinions and talk about the ways life's different between the two countries and stuff. I think that's cool. I mean, we've connected with other people like from the U.S. and everything, but I think that's the coolest part. Didn't the 83 K30s use Detroit's? I have no clue. I couldn't tell you that far back. Okay, really not? You can't. Well, that's interesting. The 8.3 Duramax would be 3 is the best Duramax ever made. I ain't got high hopes for anything. Anything new is mostly gonna suck compared to anything old because they design shit to fail. They design shit to fail. That way you have to go take it in and get it worked on because they make more money off of it. They don't design shit to last anymore. They design it to fail. That way you can, like, you have it for a few years and then something goes wrong and you just buy a new one instead of pumping money into the old one. You buy a new one, or if you want to go the other route and you want to pump money into it, they win either way. That's the sad truth. Greed has been the downfall of human civilization, in my opinion. We are in the shitty way we are right now 100% because of greed. That's why politics doesn't matter which side you're on. Both sides suck ass because the people that we elect do it to make money. Look at before and after, like the wealth of these politicians before and after they got in office. They 100% do it for money and power. Like anyone who wants to get in politics these days aren't doing it just because they want to make the world better. No, like the only ones that I think honestly, truly, wholeheartedly want better for the country would be like the Pauls. That's it. They seem genuine enough, but anyone that gets into politics, if they aren't corrupt before they run, are easily corrupted after because of money, greed. And it's not even just politics, it's everything. All your chain stores, they jack up prices and claim it's because of this reason or that reason, and it's like, oh, we're jack.
2 points to say about that.
What? What one?
Oh, both those things. So the reason why there's like the people that actually want to do politics and like for the right reasons and stuff, they don't get elected because like all the big companies have their hands on all the people in the government already. So you're never going to stand a chance. Yeah. So you're never going to stand a chance. It doesn't matter what you stand for. It's just going to be like, well, you can get elected because like these big companies are going to pay for you to be elected. You're going to be like, okay. And then to your first point, so there are like economists out there that are saying, using the term late stage capitalism, and I actually love that term so much because it perfectly reflects what you're talking about. So it's just like, you know, you get like late stage cancer, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, late stage capitalism, because if you think about it, like capitalism isn't a sustainable model. If all prices remain equal, it is. But when you have natural inflation, regardless of what the inflation percentage is, like, things are just naturally going to get more expensive. So in order to, like, let's say you run a small business with 10 employees, right? Like, they're going to want annual raises, and that's fair. So you give them their annual raises, but the selling price, or like the cost of the stuff for you to make, remains the same. So then your margins are thinner. And then the next year, you got to give your employees the raises, but then like the cost for, if you run like a small pizza company, like the cost for your dough goes up. And then your margins get even smaller. So then you're left with like two options. One is you increase the price. Two is you look for alternatives in like getting the same thing for cheaper for your supplies to like make the dough. And eventually you just have to like keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that. So the consumer is gonna pay more and get less quality. And it's just accelerated by the inflation that we had over the past like 5 years.
Yeah, but that makes sense for small business. These big corporations are jacking
They're doing
up
the same thing
prices
because
while
they can.
reporting record.
Because
like,
they can.
years.
Because people
It's like,
still choose to buy these things. And it's also because like they don't have a choice. Because it's either that or starve. So they can get away with just like reducing the quality of their stuff. Like we actually just had, I know this is, you know, it's not like a superb Friday night dinner, but you know, this is where we are in life. But we had a frozen pizza, like a DiGiorno frozen pizza.
Yeah.
And like, which we've had like 1,000 times over. And you know, put it in the oven, took it out, cut it up, and we both ate it. And then we're just like sitting on either side of the couch, and we looked at each other, just like, just me, or is this like just suck now?
Yep, 100% sucks.
And then, like when, like I put it into the oven, and I was like, that is looks like smaller than the normal pizza that like DiGiorno normally is. It's like usually it looks pretty good frozen. And then my wife pulled it out of the oven, and she's like looking at it, and I was like, what's wrong? And she's like, is this smaller than the normal pizza? I was like, yes. Yeah, it does. And it's like, there you go. That's a prime example. And it's like, do you think that, and DiGiorno is owned by Nestle, in case you didn't know.
I
read that
did not know
box.
that.
Yeah.
I haven't had
one of my other
DiGiorno
beefs,
pizza in God knows how long.
I was watching like a, I don't know what it was. I don't want to say it was a TikTok. It really doesn't matter. And someone was like running through the list of these like food brands, but like who they're actually owned by. And they rattled off like 20 different brands. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know that brand. I know that brand. And it's like, well, they're actually owned by this. And it's either like Kraft Heinz, Campbell's, or Nestle. They own like 90% of the foods. And so my biggest thing is like, so when I was like big in my hardcore diets, like there was this like brand of salad dressing, and it was actually like really like good for you. It was all like, you know, avocado oil based and stuff. And then like during the video, they were like, oh yeah, that brand is actually owned by Kraft. They got bought in 2024, and it's like, well, damn it, now it's not going to be good anymore because they're just going to throw in cheaper ingredients. And like my thought, like my reaction to that was like, they should make it like they should pass a law that is like on every food label, and like they have to do it with like copyright and trademark stuff in the fine print, but like it needs to be slapped on the front of everything, like who owns the company. And I think people would be absolutely shocked to walk through the grocery store if they did that.
That's what I'm saying. They're making a big thing about the fire truck, like how Rev Group has pretty much jacked up the price on everything, and like now, like the actual Congress is getting involved, and they want to know why it takes so long for them to make a fire truck, and how the prices have skyrocketed, like triple in the last couple of years.
I mean, that's an easy answer.
Yeah, because all but
tariffs.
What? No, all but two.
Everything's imported, dude.
No, all but two. No, what happened was all but two of your major fire engine companies are owned by the same company. Rev Group owns Ferrara, Spartan, KME, and E1. That's four of your major fire truck brands in the United States. The only other two would be Pierce and Seagrave. So, and Pierce and Seagrave both buy parts from Rev Group for their trucks. So Rev Group has jacked up prices, and it's tripled the price of a truck to where, and then you have to wait 3 or 4 years now for your trucks because they've got such a huge backlog. Meanwhile, charging astronomical prices. So Congress finally stepped in. They want answers. I was like, how about you do this for every freaking company out there? Like they were.
Right, well, it's just like instead of focusing on
Netflix for
fire trucks,
for that deal with or Max or what Time Warner. There you go. Like they were sniffing around that. It's like, why don't you look into every fucking company that's monopolizing?
I mean, they definitely should have looked into that. I'm glad they did. But like, what they're missing is the big picture. Because like, I know you like fire trucks and stuff, but like in the grand scheme of things, like nobody really gives a rat's ass about fire trucks to the point where it makes it to like Congress. Okay. And
let's put this is the shocking part.
Like,
it made it before all these other like companies that are monopolizing everything.
Right. But what you need is someone with common sense to be like, okay, maybe this is like, because we're sitting here talking about fire trucks, right? Let's be clear. We're talking about fire trucks here. Like, maybe this applies to more things than just fire trucks.
Exactly. That's my point.
But the problem is that won't ever happen because the companies that are protecting, like it's never going to end. It's only going to get worse.
Like I told my wife tonight, I feel like what
the economist term of like late stage capitalism. It's just like, yeah, because people are just going to run this shit into the ground.
I told my wife, I was like, what they should do is it should be, like being an elected official should be like a like jury duty. We should just pull everybody's name, and they just get pulled. And then
that's even worse.
And then you go through a process where you see if you're disqualified or anything. And if not, you get to run.
Dude, that's even worse.
You serve your 4 years, and then it's on to the next person. That prevents these career politicians from just sitting there voting against everything and just making bank.
No, what they shouldn't be allowed to do is have any kind of investments in publicly traded companies. That would stop all of this. And they should be audited. It should be treated like the employees that work for the publicly traded companies. Like, you know that because I have access to, like, inside information for the company that I work for. Like, I have to sign an NDA and a stock restriction policy, meaning that like I can't just go like buy the stock for my company arbitrarily or like dump stock arbitrarily. I'm only allowed to do that during set windows that are set by the company. Like, think about how strict that is. It's like, if I have to live by that and I'm just like a pencil pusher at this huge company, like, why can't politicians be held to the same standard?
My point exactly.
Like, why do, like, oh, if I just like buy a bunch of, like, if I get my, like, the insider report that like my company's gonna post like a better than average like Q3 earnings, and then I just like buy up a bunch of stock, like technically that would violate my company's policy and I'd be subject to like an audit. And it's like, my investment was only going to be like a couple $1,000s. Like, I'm not gambling my life on it. If I were to ever do that, these people are talking, we're talking like millions of dollars, and they're just like, oh, I heard it from a friend. Like, I didn't know. And then the IRS is just like, no, that's fine. Or like the SEC. Meanwhile, if I were to do something like that for like buy an extra $1,000 in stocks, I'd be like, sir, you're gonna go to jail for 10 years.
Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Right? I mean, at least it's a federal
Run
crime,
for
so it would
office.
be a white-collar prison, so that'd be fine.
It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah. And like, I'm finding that it's just, like, the quality of everything is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're still holding on to, like, there's a few certain things where, like, quality holds up. And right now it's just on, like, the higher end stuff. And it's like, for how long?
If they can make a buck off of you having to repair it, best believe that it's gonna be total shit.
Yep. It's
That's
like, we
my
actually
point
just
with all
bought
the freaking car companies these days. They're designed to fail.
Yeah.
They're 100% designed for you to either have to take it to the shop and spend money, or replace it and spend money.
I know. And I'm torn because, like, my trade-in for my Tacoma would basically, if I were to buy like a brand new one, my monthly payment would be like $200 a month. And it's like, it's so tempting. But at the same time, I'm like reminding myself, like, nope, you have the like 2.5 liter V6 or 3 liter V6. So like those other ones are 1.5 liter turbos. Don't do it.
it's like they're all, you're gonna get more back in taxes this year because of all the changes in the big beautiful bill. That's false. Getting like $2,000 less than what we did last year.
I'm super psyched for my taxes this year.
I'm not. We did everything correctly. It says we're getting 3,200 when last year I think we got 55.
Dude, we normally owe.
Well, I always have to pay in because of YouTube, so I always have to pay something. But yeah, this year sucked ass.
Well, this is like the first full calendar year that we've owned the house, and like with a mortgage. Yeah. So with a mortgage, like you just pay interest first. Like we've paid like a total of like $7 towards our like principal, like the actual like dollars that we borrowed. However, we paid like $32,000 in interest. Yeah. But like standard deductions, like $20,000 or something like that. It's like normally, like I don't have anything to put against that, so I always do the standard deduction. Like this year, if you go beyond the standard deduction, then like you get more money back.
Well, that and my wife making as much as she does, she puts in the next tax bracket, which doesn't help either.
No, it's not fun.
If what she was told is correct, she's probably gonna bump us up again next year.
Ooh, that would be good. Kind of.
She's the game plan currently is when another store management spot opens up, she's getting her own store.
Ooh.
So, I mean, she's gonna be salaried. I think her manager makes like 20 grand more a year than what she does. I was like, and they were
Wasn't salaried, it's good and bad.
Yeah, especially in retail, because that means anytime.
Oh yeah.
She has to go in for extra hours, she doesn't get paid.
Yep.
I know my wife. If there's something going to be done, she's going to be there. It's just like, you gotta.
Yeah.
Right now, she's like, anytime they offer her more hours, like, she's like, it's overtime, we get more money. I was like, yeah, but if you take it, like, you seriously gotta learn that when to say, like, pass the buck off to somebody else. Is like, part of being a store manager. Like you got to build your own team of managers that can step up and fill those slots so you don't have to when you need
Well, it's not only about that. It's about like what's your time worth compared to what you're paid.
That too.
Like that's the big thing when it comes to salary, because hourly you can just, like, to your point, you just pick up more hours. Like salaried is like, you know, it's based off of 40 hours a week or whatever the agreement is. And there's like an expectation that you'll probably work more than, like, by the end of the year, like more than the standard 40 hours.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Well, in the
that's fine. But like beyond that, it's just like how much extra is worth what you're getting paid.
during the holiday season, her manager is required to do 60 hours, so she would have to do 60 hours during the holiday season. So, and knowing her,
Well, so long as the salary reflects that.
the positive though is if she's busting her ass like she is, she gets the bonus. Because right now, like, their store's doing really well. It's the best one in the district, and a lot of that is because my wife is in the spot she's in. She's getting the back room cleared out, and she doesn't take credit for it enough, because whenever, like, they get bonuses for doing so well, it goes to the store manager. The store manager gets recognized when she's not doing nearly as much as my wife. And it's just like,
Yeah.
well, at least when you, like, if you get your own store, like, that's going to be you getting the recognition that you deserve. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Like, she had to cover another store a couple times because store manager had a PTO that he wanted to take off, and then just completely left his stores, like, without any management on duty. So the district manager had to step in and find someone to fill his slots. Like, that's a no-no. And she's like, well, he didn't want to lose his time. I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, he's a store manager. He shouldn't just be like, fuck it, I'm taking my time. I don't fucking care who covers this store. Just leaves. I was like, that's a no-no. That's a big no-no.
Yeah.
And then you leave it to the district man. You leave it to your boss to figure it out. It's just like, he doesn't make any attempt to call anyone in. Just says fuck it. Just doesn't schedule anyone. Ballsy move. Let's see how this one plays out. I was like, that's probably if anyone, like, a manager gets fired, that's probably the one that's gonna get fired.
Yeah, for real.
We were hoping we were going to get back close to what we got last year. That way we could put it towards a car. But it doesn't look like it's happening now. Because we don't want to trade in our vehicle. We want to keep it. So we have two vehicles. Like right now I'm using my dad's Pathfinder. And she's gotten used to it. Doesn't want, like, she likes the option that if something were to happen to her, that I have a way to get to her, which I don't blame her. But I was like, I don't think we're gonna get anything better than what we got with 3,200 down. I mean, we could scrape together more, but still.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. I'm still holding out on these tariff rebate checks.
Good luck.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen ever.
Yeah. My wife texted me, "Did you fart before you left the room earlier?" That was, what, 6:30? Almost 5 hours ago. She thinks my ass would still be stinking up the bedroom? Oh yeah, I know I'm potent, but I don't think I'm that potent.
So what halftime show are you watching?
None.
That's what I said. It popped up on Facebook either. It's like, which Super Bowl halftime show are you watching? And this is like, neither. I have no desire to watch either one of them.
No.
I'm good.
I truly don't care about that.
To be fair, I couldn't tell you. I think the last Super Bowl halftime show I actually watched was Prince. I don't remember what year that was, but that was like the last one I was like, oh, you know what? I will watch that. Prince is one of those guilty pleasures. Purple rain, purple rain.
No.
Are you hating on Prince?
Yeah, I don't really get him.
Oh my god. Little red Corvette. Jamming out to that every day. Sorry, I'm gonna need you to change your skin toning game. You like Taylor Swift, not Prince.
Yeah, just never got it with him.
Are you leasing shit?
Yeah, I'm returning it.
I'm getting charged your return. Oh, you mean you're just now leasing it and then you're gonna return it?
Yeah.
Little red Corvette, doo doo doo. Very much too. Hell yeah, fellers, we're clear. Look at that. So fresh and so clean. I guess I could make sure I get the entire driveway here. Oh, there we go. I think I did. Okay. What I should do is get the trailer and trail this up so I don't drive it all the way. We'll do that. The question is, where is my old trailer? Oh, you know what I learned during this whole snowfall thing? Amish people go to town plowing snow. I like my wife didn't feel comfortable driving a car in when like after everything fell. So like even though the roads were somewhat clear, our parking lot was just garbage. So I was taking her in the Pathfinder. I was like, well, I gotta put some gas in it. So I went to the gas station, and while I was sitting there, 3 or 4 trucks, and they're all GMC trucks, pulling landscape trailers with skid steers loaded in them, roll up all at the same time, and the driver hops out, and he's got like coveralls and everything on, and then everyone else that hops out of the trucks are just Amish guys. I was like, all right. Just throw him in the skid steer. Let him go to town. You got one skid, the other one shoveling. I told my wife, I was like, I did not see that. That wasn't on my bingo card. The Amish mafia rolling up to Wawa to get their snacky snacks so they can go plow the road or plow parking lots and shit.
I gotta earn a living. I gotta take off for the night.
Alright, you have yourself a good night.
Alright, you as well.
Shit, I don't know where my driveway's at. I'm gonna guess this one's easier to figure out. Oh shit! I'm pretty sure it's lined up with the chicken houses.
And then there was just me.
Do. We join voice chat if we in game. I mean, technically, yeah.
Bum 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 bum. Bum bum ba-dum.
I don't know how far over this goes. Oh, right there. All right. That was easy. Which one did we join? Usually when I'm in in voice chat's in the stream here chat. That's what we talk in when we're streaming. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two could be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one. I don't know. I feel like 3 could be lonelier than 2 because if you got 3, you got the one off by himself. Because you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I'm out for the night. The last half hour is if it's just me, I usually don't join voice chat. Because the only other person that's in here is Tony, and Tony doesn't join voice chat, so. Okay. On second thought, if you're still in high school, probably best you don't join voice chat. Some of our conversations are not PG-13. I just realized that. I need to add that to the rules. You have to be 18 plus to join the voice chats. Neither are most of my conversations. Well, yeah, but you can't get. I mean, you'll get called to the office if someone over here. You're not supposed to be talking about, but us adults can get in some serious trouble. So. True. Yep. Yep. It's true. It's very, very true. Did I not clean this up? feel like that grass area shouldn't be there. It's kind of in front of that door. May have to do something then if you're still here, rejoin, but if not, have a good weekend, Phoenix. You as well, sir. You as well. I'm only going to be here for about another 24 minutes. Once it gets midnight, I usually call it a night. Unless we're having a good conversation, then I'll hang around and participate a little bit longer, but on quiet nights like this, I usually, as soon as it turns midnight, call it a night. Have a good week, sir. Try not to, coat yourself in some more diesel and gasoline. If you do, at least make it interesting. Like, just the ass. So that way, when you fart, it smells good. There you go. Should be able to finish this. What did he buy? He's leaving shit running. I'm so confused. What in the hell did he do? Did he just leave it sitting? Okay, so he sold a truck. I'm so confused. I don't see anything else. I don't see where he would have stashed stuff at. Let's save him some fuel. At least. Make him say, na 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 na. Make him say, na 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 na. think the easiest way to find the back end of that is just to go through. I mean, it's what I'm going to do on the other side of the cow barn there. Why is it not opening? Hello? Oh, maybe we have to open it from the inside. I didn't make that path very wide. Uh-oh. Oh, oh. Mic still works. Oop, there's the end. How deep did it make this? That's not very, very wide either. Oh wait, is this? This is all paved too. I was gonna say, I knew this was wider than that little bit. Gotta clean out the poop pit. I'll be able to pick up that poop, even though there's no cows there. Or next go. Can't remember what I need. I think I might, because I'm making total mixed rations. And we have plenty of straw, so actually, once we stockpile some more total mixed rations, I think we'll be good to go, get some cows going. There we have it. Everything's clear now. Our animal area is clear, our main farm area is clear, and our house, our driveway is clear. Did he completely do that road? I don't know how much he got done. Oh, it looks like dead. His looks a lot better than what mine does. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Maybe maybe I add the wing plow to mine. Because this looks a whole hell of a lot better what my plow does. Okay. Calm down. Dude, this looks professional. How's he got the... Oh. I wonder if I can clear that with this. Turn our hazards on. Go with a no. That's unfortunate. Crazy, you see just how good the... Oh, that doesn't look great. What the heck? My truck was like... You see that giant snow mountain? We're going over it. I didn't even turn. I don't know how that happened. But then his place is just kind of a mess. Make that one make sense. This road was already clear. I don't think this one... Well, no, maybe he did. I think this one stays clear. Maybe not, because there's some patches here too. This is not completely clear. He may have widened it a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go with he plowed this. Of course, his road looks better than the main road. Make that make sense. I believe this road is already plowed. So yeah, you can definitely, it's not piled up as high on the side and there's no missing spots. So I think he might have widened that road at least a little bit. What's up, Jesse? How you doing, sir? I'm pretty good. I can't complain. Can't complain. Look at his compared to mine. Yeah, I think we had the wing plow. Cause his isn't even piled up as high. I guess the wing plow like spreads it out even more evenly. But yeah, look at this. I guess I deleted something I wasn't supposed to in here. So I might have to go back and it's like that on both sides. I don't know if it was the collisions I deleted or what. But yeah, I gotta figure that out. But that's gonna do it for me for tonight, guys. If you guys did enjoy tonight's live stream, do me a huge favor, leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much, and I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future Farming 725 live streams, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want to be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video, click that notification bell. And as always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.